In this video, I'm going to highlight how you can get to different places in different cars or different ways. There's going to be one way that's more elegant than the other. So, what do I mean? Let's get into it. Here we have a names list. We have 3 different items or elements in this list. And I'm going to show you what the problem is in lines 3 to line 6. What we're going to do is we're going to index, well, have a variable called index, initialize it to 0. Then for every name in this names list, go ahead and print the index, which is starting at 0. So it'll be 0, and then the first name, which is Pinto. Then increment index by 1. So that means that when it goes to Ferrari for the second one, it's going to say 1 Ferrari. Then the next time it's going to be 2 Lamborghini. Right? So this is what happens normally. This is fine. We can get things done. We can move from point A to point B. That's what I was trying to say in my previous slide or my entry to this video. But now what we're going to do is we're going to use enumerate. What is enumerate? Enumerate is a way for us to iterate through this list and get the same thing done. And what it's going to allow us to do is keep an index and increment the index without us having to manage that. If you are following my videos, you know I'm a big fan of the less things you have to manage in software development, software engineering, the better off you'll be. And that's because you don't have to manage and keep track of things like the index and incrementing it by 1. All you need is to forget to increment this by 1 or not initialize it to have a bug or a problem or for something to blow up. So why not remove that and use something that's built in and does that for us underneath the hood? So if we run this, we'll see that again, the index is 0 and then Pinto, 1 Ferrari, 2 Lambo. That's with the beginning piece here. Then with this concise code here, we're using enumerate and we get exactly the same thing. Now just remember, we have to give the index comma name. It doesn't have to be this. We can call it whatever we want. We can call it Apple, and Apple here, and we can call this Windows, and we can call this Windows. It doesn't matter. As long as you're consistent with what you're naming, you're going to get exactly the same results, right? The last thing I'll mention here is I'm just printing this greater than sign 50 times just to separate the one with, the regular iteration with the index and us incrementing the index, and then, separating that with the one with the enumerate version.